Introduction. Picture this. It's Monday morning. The alarm blares, a sound that seems to scrape against your very soul. You drag yourself out of bed, dreading the day ahead. The same routine, the same challenges, the same nagging feeling that something is missing. You are not alone. Millions feel trapped, yearning for more but unsure how to break free. This audiobook is your roadmap. Over the next 10 lessons, we'll explore the fundamental principles that underpin lasting positive change. We'll dismantle limiting beliefs, cultivate empowering habits, and unlock your hidden potential. Consider a time when you felt truly fulfilled. What were you doing? Who were you with? What values were you honoring? Hold that feeling for a moment. Really feel it in your body. The first step in this process is identifying your core values. What truly matters to you? Beyond that, we must also consider setting clear, actionable goals aligned with those values. The final piece of this puzzle involves cultivating a mindset of continuous learning and growth. Tip 1. Dedicate just 15 minutes each day to reading or listening to something that expands your knowledge. Tip 2. Find a mentor or accountability partner who can support you on your journey. Tip 3. Celebrate your small wins. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how incremental. By the end of this journey, you will possess the tools and insights needed to design a life of purpose, passion, and unwavering success. Embrace change, create your future. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to address the elephant in the room: the pervasive challenges of modern life. Stress, uncertainty, and relentless change have become the norm. We often see individuals struggling to maintain a sense of balance, overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information and demands placed upon them. These lessons aren't just abstract concepts, they are practical tools designed to navigate these complexities. They offer a framework for building resilience, fostering meaningful connections, and achieving sustainable personal growth. Consider the individual facing constant deadlines at work. The principles we will discuss can help them prioritize tasks, manage their time effectively, and cultivate a more mindful approach to their work. Or perhaps the entrepreneur struggling to launch their business. These lessons can provide the clarity and focus needed to overcome obstacles and achieve their goals. Let's talk actions. Tip 1. Practice daily mindfulness, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Tip 2. Set boundaries. Learn to say no to commitments that don't align with your priorities. Tip 3. Cultivate gratitude. Take time each day to appreciate the good things in your life. Now close your eyes for just a moment. Imagine yourself 6 months from now, having integrated these lessons into your daily life. What does that version of you look like? How do they feel? What have they accomplished? This audiobook provides a proven path to transform challenges into opportunities. Embrace the process. Unlock your potential. This perspective naturally leads us to how the audiobook is structured. Each lesson is designed to be immediately actionable. This isn't about theoretical musings. It's about practical application. The learning style is straightforward: clear explanations, real-world examples, and concrete steps you can implement today. Think of it like building a house. Each lesson is a foundational brick. Individually, they are useful, but together, they form a strong and resilient structure. The cumulative impact of these lessons will extend far beyond individual skills, touching every aspect of your well-being. As an illustration, imagine someone struggling with procrastination. One lesson might focus on time management techniques, another on overcoming fear of failure, and yet another on cultivating self-discipline. Each lesson reinforces the others, creating a synergistic effect. To assist your journey, consider these steps. The first step is to actively engage with each lesson. Don't just passively listen. Take notes, reflect on the concepts, and apply them to your life. Beyond that, we must also consider prioritizing implementation. Choose 1 or 2 actionable steps from each lesson and commit to implementing them immediately. The final piece of this puzzle involves tracking your progress. Keep a journal or use a tracking app to monitor your results and celebrate your achievements. Growth is a process, not a destination. Each lesson compounds for lasting success. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to internalize it. The goal isn't just to hear these lessons, but to learn them deeply for long-term application. Understanding and applying these principles just times once can yield continuous improvement over time. Think of learning to ride a bicycle. Once you grasp the fundamental principles of balance and coordination, you don't need to relearn them every time you get on a bike. Similarly, Mastering these life lessons provides a foundational skill set that will serve you throughout your life's journey. We often see individuals who attend countless seminars or read numerous books, but fail to implement the knowledge they acquire. They become perpetual students, never truly applying what they learned. This audiobook is designed to break that cycle. Let's consider some practical steps. The first step in this process is to actively seek opportunities to apply these lessons in your daily life. Beyond that, we must also consider reflecting on your experiences. What worked well? What could you have done differently? The final piece of this puzzle involves sharing your knowledge with others. Teaching others reinforces your own understanding and creates a ripple effect of positive change. Close your eyes. Imagine one small improvement you can make in your life today based on what we've already covered. Commit to taking that action. Feel the sense of empowerment that comes with taking control of your life. Deep learning unlocks lasting transformation. Internalize the wisdom. Live the change. While that covers the basics, the true professionals know that preparation is everything. We've laid the foundation. Now, it's time to embark on the first crucial life lesson. Over the course of these chapters, your active engagement is key. Listen intently. Reflect honestly. And most importantly, apply what you learn. Consider this: a seed full of potential remains dormant until it's planted in fertile soil and nurtured with care. Similarly, these lessons will only bear fruit if you actively cultivate them in your own life. We often see people drifting through life, passively accepting their circumstances. This audiobook is an invitation to take control, to become the architect of your own destiny. For the best results, consider these steps. The first step is to set clear intentions for your transformation. What specific areas of your life do you want to improve? Beyond that, we must also consider committing to consistent action. Even small steps, taken consistently, can lead to significant progress over time. The final piece of this puzzle involves embracing a growth mindset. Believe in your ability to learn, adapt, and evolve. Now take a moment to visualize yourself successfully applying the lessons we're about to explore. Feel the confidence and empowerment that comes with mastering these principles. The journey of transformation begins now. Commit to grow. Choose to evolve. Chapter 1. Embrace radical responsibility. Think about a time you felt wronged. Perhaps a colleague took credit for your work, or a friend broke a promise. It's natural to feel anger and resentment. But what if I told you that dwelling on those feelings and placing blame squarely on the other person is actually hindering your time's growth? It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's essential. Blaming others is like handing them the keys to your happiness and success. It's a way of saying, I'm powerless. My circumstances are beyond my control. True empowerment begins when you accept radical responsibility for everything in your life, even the things that aren't your fault. We often see individuals stuck in victim mode, constantly complaining about their circumstances without taking any action to change them. They blame their boss, the economy, their upbringing, anything and everything except themselves. So how do we shift from blame to responsibility? Tip 1. Practice self-reflection. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what could I have done differently to improve the situation? Tip 2. Identify your blame habits. What are the common excuses you use to avoid taking responsibility? Tip 3. Reframe your challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Now close your eyes for 15 seconds. Think of a situation where you are currently blaming someone or something else. Now ask yourself what small action you can take to improve that situation, regardless of what the other person does. Taking responsibility is taking power on your life. Direct your course. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to highlight the direct link between ownership and empowerment. When you take responsibility for your life, you gain the freedom to create the outcomes you desire. It's like being the captain of your own ship, rather than a passenger tossed about by the waves. The feeling of empowerment comes directly from understanding that your choices and actions directly influence your reality. It's not about denying the existence of external challenges, but about choosing how you respond to them. We often see individuals waiting for the perfect opportunity, or for someone else to solve their problems. But true success comes from taking initiative, from owning your part in the process. So how do we cultivate this sense of ownership? The first step in this process is to start small. Choose one daily habit that you want to own completely. It could be making your bed, exercising for 30 minutes, or spending 15 minutes reading. Beyond that, we must also consider committing to consistency. Show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. The final piece of this puzzle involves celebrating your progress. Acknowledge your wins, no matter how small, and use them as motivation to keep going. Now close your eyes and visualize yourself successfully completing your chosen daily habit for the next 30 days. Feel the sense of accomplishment and pride that comes with taking control of your life. Embrace ownership, unlock your potential, direct your life, command your destiny. This perspective naturally leads us to a deeper understanding of what responsibility truly means. It's not just about accepting blame, it's about cultivating crime's responsibility, the ability to choose your reaction to any given situation. It's about recognizing that, while you can't always control what happens to you, you always have a choice in how you respond. Consciously selecting your response is a powerful way to break negative cycles. Instead of reacting impulsively out of anger, fear, or frustration, you can pause, assess the situation, and choose a response that aligns with your values and goals. We often see individuals who are trapped in patterns of reactivity, constantly responding to external stimuli without any conscious thought. They are like puppets on a string, controlled by their emotions and circumstances. So how do we develop this ability to choose our response? Tip 1. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This will give you greater awareness of your emotional triggers. Tip 2. Develop a pause mechanism. When you feel triggered, take a deep breath, count to 10, or step away from the situation. Tip 3. Rehearse positive responses. Before entering a potentially stressful situation, visualize yourself responding calmly and effectively. Now imagine a stressful situation you often face. Pause for 15 seconds. Instead of your usual reaction, choose a calmer, more constructive response. What would that look like? What would you say? How would you feel? Choose your response. Shape your reality. Act with intention. Create with power. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to experience the shift in perspective that comes with radical responsibility. It transforms you from a victim of circumstance into the creator of your destiny. By accepting responsibility, you seize control. You realize that you have the power to influence your outcomes, regardless of the challenges you face. This shift in perspective isn't about denying reality. It's about choosing how you interpret and respond to it. It's about recognizing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and that every setback is a chance to learn and improve. We often see individuals who allow their past failures to define them. They become trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and recrimination, unable to move forward. Here's how you can apply this. The first step in this process is to actively seek opportunities to take responsibility in your daily life. Beyond that, we must also consider embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. The final piece of this puzzle involves focusing on solutions rather than problems. Think about a past failure. Close your eyes for 15 seconds. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, identify 3 valuable lessons you learned from that experience. How can you use those lessons to make better choices in the future? From victim to creator, shape your future, accept responsibility, control your destiny. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. How do we translate this concept into daily action? Radical responsibility isn't just a mindset, it's a lifestyle. It requires a conscious effort to take ownership in all areas of your life. Your health, your finances, your relationships, your career. We often see individuals who excel in one area of their life while neglecting others. They might be incredibly successful in their careers, but their health or relationships suffer as a result. True fulfillment comes from taking responsibility for all aspects of your well-being. To make this a reality, tip 1, take ownership of your health. Make conscious choices about your diet, exercise, and sleep habits. Tip 2, take ownership of your finances. Create a budget, track your spending, and invest wisely. Tip 3, take ownership of your relationships. Communicate openly and honestly, set clear boundaries, and actively nurture your connections with others. Now grab a journal and write down 3 areas in your life where you tend to avoid responsibility. What excuses do you make? What steps can you take to start taking ownership in those areas today? Close your eyes for 15 seconds, picturing the relief and empowerment that comes with taking control. Radical responsibility, your life, your control. Embrace the power, command your future. Chapter 2. Cultivate unwavering self-discipline. Imagine you have a grand vision for your life, a thriving business, a fulfilling relationship, peak physical health. But without self-discipline, that vision remains just a dream. It's like having a powerful engine without a steering wheel. You have the potential to go far, but you lack the control to direct your energy effectively. Self-discipline is the ability to do what you know you should do, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's the foundation for consistent action, the driving force that transforms intentions into results. Without it, we are at the mercy of our impulses and emotions, easily swayed by distractions and instant gratification. We often see individuals starting strong, full of enthusiasm and motivation. But as soon as the going gets tough, they give up. They lack the self-discipline to persevere through challenges and stay committed to their goals. To get on track, tip 1. Start small. Choose one small, achievable daily goal that you can commit to consistently. Tip 2. Create a routine. Structure your day to minimize distractions and maximize your productivity. Tip 3. Hold yourself accountable. Track your progress, celebrate your wins, and learn from your setbacks. Take a moment to visualize yourself consistently achieving your small daily goal. Feel the sense of accomplishment and momentum that builds with each passing day. Let that feeling motivate you to keep going. Self-discipline, the bridge to achievement. Control your actions, create your success. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to address a major obstacle to self-discipline: impulsive desires. These immediate cravings can derail our best intentions and hinder our long-term progress. The ability to delay gratification is a key indicator of success in all areas of life. Practicing delayed gratification is like exercising a muscle. The more you resist immediate temptations, the stronger your willpower becomes. It's about training your brain to prioritize long-term goals over short-term pleasures. We often see individuals sabotaging their own success by giving in to immediate impulses. They might skip their workout to watch television, or overspend their budget on unnecessary purchases. Let's discuss action. The first step in this process is to identify your common temptations. What are the things that consistently derail your progress? Beyond that, we must also consider setting clear boundaries. Create rules for yourself that limit your exposure to temptations. The final piece of this puzzle involves practicing delayed gratification. Resist one immediate temptation each day. It could be anything from skipping dessert to avoiding social media. Now, close your eyes for just a moment. Imagine a tempting situation. You're about to give in, but then you remember your goals. You resist the temptation and feel a surge of pride and empowerment. Delayed gratification. Strength for the long haul. Resist temptation. Build your willpower. As we move from the why into the how, remember this. Self-discipline is not an innate trait. It's a skill developed over time. It's like building a muscle. You don't start by lifting heavy weights. You start with small, consistent actions that gradually build strength and endurance. Similarly, consistent actions compound. Small, consistent actions, performed diligently over time, create momentum. This momentum fuels your self-discipline, making it easier to stay on track and achieve your goals. We often see individuals who try to make drastic changes overnight, only to burn out and give up. Let's consider practical steps. The first step is to establish a daily routine. This provides structure and predictability, making it easier to stick to your goals. Beyond that, we must also consider prioritizing your most important tasks. Identify the 20% of your activities that produce 80% of your results, and focus your energy on those tasks. The final piece of this puzzle involves minimizing distractions. Create a dedicated workspace, turn off notifications, and let others know when you need uninterrupted time. Now close your eyes for 15 seconds. Visualize your ideal daily routine. See yourself effortlessly completing each task with focus and efficiency. Feel the satisfaction of knowing you're making progress towards your goals. Consistent action builds unwavering discipline. Master your routine. Shape your destiny. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to understand the profound compounding effect of good habits. Self-discipline creates habits which deliver predictable results. Think of it like compound interest. Small, consistent investments yield exponential returns over time. These habits automate success. When positive behaviors become ingrained, they require less conscious effort, freeing up mental energy for other pursuits. We often see individuals struggling to achieve their goals because they rely on willpower alone, instead of building supportive habits. So how do we harness the power of compounding habits? The first step in this process is to focus on building one new positive habit each week. Don't try to overhaul your entire life at once. Beyond that, we must also consider making it easy to succeed. Design your environment to support your new habit. The final piece of this puzzle involves tracking your progress. Use a journal, app, or spreadsheet to monitor your consistency and celebrate your milestones. Picture yourself 1 year from now, having consistently added one new positive habit to your life each week. Close your eyes for 15 seconds and visualize the incredible transformation you've undergone. What have you accomplished? How do you feel? Discipline creates habits. Habits deliver results. Build your routine, command your results. While that covers the basics, the true professionals know that self-discipline isn't about relentless grinding. It's about finding a sustainable rhythm. Achieving unwavering self-discipline requires balance and avoiding burnout. Self-care is essential for sustained discipline. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Pushing yourself too hard, without allowing for rest and recovery, can lead to exhaustion, decreased motivation, and even physical illness. We often see individuals sacrificing their well-being in the pursuit of success. They work long hours, neglect their relationships. Chapter 3. Embrace continuous learning. Picture a world that's constantly evolving. Technology advances at breakneck speed. Industries shift and change. What worked yesterday may be obsolete tomorrow. In this environment, lifelong learning isn't just an advantage. It's a necessity for survival and growth. It's about cultivating a mindset of curiosity, a desire to constantly expand your knowledge and skills. It's understanding that learning is a continuous journey, not a destination. We often see individuals who stop learning after formal education. They become stagnant, resistant to change, and eventually, they get left behind. To embark on this journey, tip 1. Commit to learning something new every day, no matter how small. It could be reading an article, listening to a podcast, or watching a documentary. Tip 2. Step outside your comfort zone. Challenge yourself to learn things that are unfamiliar or intimidating. Tip 3. Seek out diverse perspectives. Read books and articles from authors with different backgrounds and viewpoints. Take a moment to close your eyes and visualize yourself enthusiastically learning something new. Imagine the feeling of excitement and discovery as you expand your understanding of the world. Continuous learning. The key to thriving. Cultivate curiosity. Expand your horizons. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to highlight the vast variety of learning resources available today. Learning extends far beyond the walls of traditional schooling. It encompasses self-study, mentorship, online courses, books, podcasts, and countless other avenues for expanding your knowledge. Don't limit yourself to one learning format. Explore different methods to find what works best for you. Some people thrive in structured classroom environments, while others prefer the flexibility of self-paced online courses. We often see individuals who believe that learning is only for the young or that it requires a formal degree. This is a limiting belief. Learning is a lifelong pursuit, available to anyone who is willing to embrace it. For your journey, consider these actions. The first step in this process is to identify your preferred learning styles. Are you a visual, auditory, or kinesthetic learner? Beyond that, we must also consider exploring different learning resources. Experiment with online courses, books, podcasts, and other formats to find what resonates with you. The final piece of this puzzle involves seeking out mentors and role models. Connect with people who inspire you and learn from their experiences. Now close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself exploring new learning resources. Imagine the excitement of discovering new ideas and connecting with inspiring people. Learning is limitless. Embrace the abundance. Expand your knowledge. Unlock your potential. As we move from the why into the how, consider reading. Reading stands out as a particularly powerful and efficient method for continuous learning. It expands your knowledge base, improves your critical thinking skills, and exposes you to new ideas and perspectives. Reading allows you to learn from the greatest minds throughout history, to explore different cultures and worlds, and to gain insights into the human condition. We often see individuals who limit their learning to their immediate surroundings or their own experiences. They miss out on the wealth of knowledge and wisdom that is available through reading. To become a lifelong reader, here's some actions to consider. The first step in this process is to make reading a daily habit. Schedule at least 15 minutes each day for reading, even if it's just a few pages. Beyond that, we must also consider choosing books that align with your interests and goals. Read widely and explore different genres. The final piece of this puzzle involves actively engaging with what you read. Take notes, highlight key passages, and reflect on the ideas presented. Imagine yourself curled up with a good book, fully immersed in the story or the ideas being presented. Picture the feeling of expanding your mind and gaining new insights. Close your eyes for just a moment and visualize this. Reading unlocks a world of knowledge. Open a book. Open your mind. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to reframe failure as a valuable learning opportunity. Mistakes provide invaluable insights for future growth. Too often, we view failure as a negative outcome, a sign of inadequacy or incompetence. But a shift in perspective can unlock its true potential. Each setback is a data point, providing valuable information that can guide your future actions. Understanding what didn't work can be just as important as understanding what did. We often see individuals who are afraid to take risks because they fear failure. This fear can paralyze them, preventing them from pursuing their goals and reaching their full potential. How do we shift? The first step in this process is to analyze your failures objectively. What went wrong? What could you have done differently? Beyond that, we must also consider extracting lessons from your mistakes. What valuable insights did you gain? The final piece of this puzzle involves applying those lessons to future endeavors. Use your past failures as a guide to make better decisions and avoid repeating the same mistakes. Now close your eyes for a moment and picture a past failure. Instead of dwelling on the negative emotions associated with that experience, focus on the valuable lessons you learned. Feel the sense of empowerment that comes with transforming a setback into an opportunity for growth. Failure is feedback. Learning is growth. Embrace mistakes. Extract the lessons. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. What fuels the engine of continuous learning? The answer is curiosity. Cultivate curiosity to fuel your desire for knowledge. Questioning and exploration lead to a deeper understanding of the world around you. A curious mind is an active mind, constantly seeking new information and making connections between different ideas. When you approach the world with curiosity, you are more likely to notice interesting details, ask insightful questions, and seek out new experiences. We often see individuals who become complacent and stop questioning the status quo. They become stuck in their routines and lose their sense of wonder and excitement. To keep curiosity alive, the first step in this process is to ask why more often. Don't accept things at face value. Dig deeper and seek to understand the underlying reasons behind everything. Beyond that, we must also consider exploring new subjects and ideas. Don't limit yourself to what you already know. The final piece of this puzzle involves connecting with people who have different perspectives and experiences. Learn from their insights and challenge your own assumptions. Think of a subject you know little about. Close your eyes for 15 seconds and ask why 5 times in relation to that subject. Let your mind wander and follow your curiosity. Curiosity fuels learning. Questioning unlocks understanding. Ask why. Expand your mind. Chapter 4. Practice unconditional self-love. Think about how you treat your closest friends. You offer them compassion, understanding, and forgiveness when they make mistakes. Now ask yourself, do you extend the same kindness to yourself? For many, the answer is no. Self-love is often mistaken for selfishness, but it's not. It's the foundation for well-being. Self-acceptance fosters inner peace and resilience, allowing you to navigate challenges with greater ease. When you love yourself unconditionally, you're less likely to be swayed by external criticism or to engage in self-sabotaging behaviors. We often see individuals who are constantly striving for perfection, driven by a deep-seated fear of not being good enough. This relentless pursuit can lead to anxiety, depression, and a general sense of dissatisfaction. Let's get practical. Tip 1. Practice daily self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a dear friend. Tip 2. Challenge your negative self-talk. When you notice yourself engaging in self-criticism, ask yourself if those thoughts are truly accurate or helpful. Tip 3. Focus on your strengths and accomplishments. Remind yourself of all the things you've done well and the qualities you admire about yourself. Now close your eyes and picture yourself extending unconditional love and acceptance to yourself. Imagine the feeling of inner peace and contentment that comes with embracing your whole self, flaws and all. Self-love, the foundation of well-being. Accept yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to address a major obstacle to self-love. Negative self-talk. That inner critic can sabotage your self-esteem and prevent you from embracing your true worth. This internal dialogue often stems from past experiences, societal expectations, and limiting beliefs. It whispers doubts, magnifies flaws, and undermines your confidence. We often see individuals who are trapped in a cycle of negative self-talk, constantly putting themselves down and reinforcing feelings of inadequacy. To get on track, the first step in this process is to identify your inner critic. What does it say? How does it make you feel? Beyond that, we must also consider challenging negative thoughts. Ask yourself if they are truly accurate or helpful. Are there alternative perspectives? The final piece of this puzzle involves replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Create statements that reflect your strengths, your worth, and your potential. Now imagine your inner critic whispering negative thoughts. In your mind, respond with a positive affirmation. Feel the power of your self-love overriding the negativity. Close your eyes for 15 seconds and practice this. Silence the critic. Amplify self-love. Challenge negativity. Embrace your worth. As we move from the why into the how, let's consider imperfections. Accepting flaws and vulnerabilities is a crucial aspect of self-love. It's about recognizing that you are human and that imperfections are a natural part of the human experience. In fact, imperfections are what make us unique, relatable, and authentic. They allow us to connect with others on a deeper level and to offer compassion and understanding. We often see individuals who try to project an image of perfection, constantly striving to hide their flaws and vulnerabilities. For the road ahead, the first step in this process is to identify your perceived imperfections. What are the things you dislike about yourself? Beyond that, we must also consider challenging your beliefs about perfection. Is perfection truly attainable or desirable? The final piece of this puzzle involves accepting your imperfections and focusing on growth. Recognize that you are a work in progress and that it's okay to have flaws and vulnerabilities. Now think about one of your perceived imperfections. Close your eyes for just a moment and reframe that imperfection as a unique aspect of yourself that makes you human. Accept your flaws. Embrace your humanity. Imperfection is beautiful. Growth is constant. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to actively connect self-care practices with acts of self-love. Prioritizing your well-being is not selfish. It demonstrates self-respect and reinforces the message that you are worthy of care and attention. When you engage in self-care activities, you are replenishing your energy, reducing stress, and improving your overall mood. This allows you to approach life's challenges with greater resilience and clarity. We often see individuals who neglect their own well-being in the pursuit of external achievements. They prioritize work, family, or other obligations, leaving little time for self-care. To ensure self-care is maintained, the first step in this process is to identify activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. What brings you joy and relaxation? Beyond that, we must also consider scheduling regular self-care activities. Treat them as non-negotiable appointments in your calendar. The final piece of this puzzle involves being mindful and present during your self-care activities. Disconnect from distractions and fully immerse yourself in the experience. Picture yourself engaging in a self-care activity that you truly enjoy. Feel the relaxation and rejuvenation washing over you. Close your eyes for 15 seconds and allow yourself to fully experience the benefits. Self-care is self-love in action. Prioritize well-being. Honor your worth. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. How do we release the weight of past mistakes? The answer lies in self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness is not condoning your past actions, but rather acknowledging your mistakes, learning from them, and releasing the guilt and shame that hold you back. Letting go of guilt allows for emotional healing and frees you to move forward with greater clarity and purpose. Harboring resentment towards yourself can be incredibly draining and prevent you from fully embracing the present moment. We often see individuals who are weighed down by past regrets, constantly replaying their mistakes and punishing themselves for their imperfections. Let's look at some actions for healing. The first step in this process is to acknowledge your mistakes and take responsibility for your actions. What did you do? How did it impact others? Beyond that, we must also consider offering yourself compassion and understanding. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and that you are deserving of forgiveness. The final piece of this puzzle involves releasing past regrets and focusing on the present and future. Let go of the what-ifs and the could-haves, and embrace the opportunity to learn and grow. Close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself releasing all the guilt and shame associated with a past mistake. Feel the lightness and freedom that comes with self-forgiveness. Hold that feeling. Self-forgiveness, the path to emotional freedom. Release the past, embrace the future. Chapter 5. Master the art of effective communication. Think about misunderstandings, arguments, and strained relationships in there. How many of these stem from poor communication? The ability to communicate effectively is a cornerstone of success in all areas of life, from personal relationships to professional endeavors. Clear communication fosters understanding, builds connections, and resolves conflicts. It allows you to express your needs and desires, to listen to others with empathy, and to navigate challenging situations with grace. We often see individuals struggling in their relationships, both personal and professional, because they lack effective communication skills. They may struggle to express themselves clearly, to listen actively, or to manage conflict constructively. To improve connection, Tip 1. Practice active listening. Pay attention to what the other person is saying, both verbally and non-verbally. Tip 2. Express yourself clearly and concisely. Avoid jargon or ambiguous language. Tip 3. Be mindful of your tone and body language. Communicate with respect and empathy. Imagine yourself engaging in a conversation where you are actively listening, expressing yourself clearly, and communicating with empathy. Feel the connection and understanding that emerges between you and the other person. Close your eyes for 15 seconds and visualize this. Effective communication. The key to connection. Listen with empathy. Speak with clarity. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to define active listening and its profound importance in understanding others. It's more than just hearing the words someone is saying. It's about paying attention to their verbal and nonverbal cues, showing empathy, and making a genuine effort to understand their perspective. Paying attention and showing empathy builds rapport, fostering trust, and creating a safe space for open communication. When people feel heard and understood, they are more likely to share their thoughts and feelings openly and honestly. We often see individuals who are more focused on formulating their own response than on truly listening to what the other person is saying. To embrace active listening, the first step in this process is to focus on understanding the speaker's perspective. Put yourself in their shoes and try to see the world from their point of view. Beyond that, we must also consider paying attention to nonverbal cues, such as body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. These cues can provide valuable insights into the speaker's emotions and intentions. The final piece of this puzzle involves asking clarifying questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions to ensure that you understand the speaker's message accurately. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself fully engaged in a conversation, actively listening to the other person. Feel the connection and understanding that emerges as you truly hear and validate their perspective. Active listening builds connection and rapport. Understand the speaker. Connect with the person. As we move from the why into the how, think about the subtle signals you send without even speaking. Body language and tone play a critical role in effective communication. In many instances, nonverbal cues convey even more than the spoken words themselves. Your posture, facial expressions, gestures, and tone of voice can all significantly impact how your message is received. We often see individuals who are unaware of their body language, inadvertently sending mixed signals or undermining their credibility. Let's consider how to ensure you're presenting yourself effectively. The first step in this process is to be mindful of your body language. Maintain eye contact, stand tall, and use open and welcoming gestures. Beyond that, we must also consider paying attention to your tone of voice. Speak clearly and confidently, and avoid sarcasm or negativity. The final piece of this puzzle involves practicing self-awareness. Observe your body language and tone in different situations, and ask for feedback from trusted friends or colleagues. Picture yourself communicating with confidence and authenticity, your body language and tone aligned with your message. Feel the impact of your presence and the connection you create with others. Close your eyes and visualize this for 15 seconds. Body language speaks volumes. Tone conveys emotion. Be mindful, Communicate authentically. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to skillfully articulate your thoughts and feelings. Assertive communication promotes mutual respect, allowing you to express your needs clearly and respectfully without infringing on the rights of others. It's about finding a balance between being passive and aggressive, standing up for yourself, while also considering the feelings of others. We often see individuals who struggle to express their needs effectively, either suppressing their feelings to avoid conflict or becoming overly aggressive in their communication style. Consider these steps in the quest to be heard and respected. The first step in this process is to use I statements to express your feelings and needs. This allows you to take ownership of your emotions without blaming or accusing others. Beyond that, we must also consider being specific and providing examples. Avoid vague or general statements and provide concrete examples to illustrate your points. The final piece of this puzzle involves practicing active listening and acknowledging the other person's perspective. Show that you are willing to hear them out and consider their point of view. Imagine yourself confidently and respectfully expressing your needs in a challenging situation. Feel the sense of empowerment and self-respect that comes with standing up for yourself. Close your eyes for just 15 seconds and visualize this. Assertive communication builds mutual respect. Express yourself clearly. Honor others' views. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. How can we navigate challenging discussions constructively? Staying calm and focusing on solutions is key to preventing escalation and finding mutually agreeable outcomes. It's about approaching difficult conversations with a clear head, a willingness to listen, and a commitment to finding a resolution that works for everyone involved. We often see individuals who enter into challenging discussions with defensiveness, anger, or a desire to win at all costs. This approach typically leads to conflict and further misunderstandings. Here are some things to remember when the discussions get tough. The first step in this process is to prepare for difficult conversations by planning what to say. Think about your goals, your needs, and the points you want to communicate. Beyond that, we must also consider staying calm and managing your emotions. Take deep breaths, practice active listening, and avoid raising your voice or interrupting. The final piece of this puzzle involves focusing on solutions and finding common ground. What are the areas where you agree? What are the potential compromises? Take a moment to imagine yourself navigating a challenging discussion with grace and composure, staying calm, and working towards a mutually agreeable solution. Constructive communication resolves conflicts effectively. Stay calm, seek solutions together. Chapter 6. Develop unshakable confidence. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a great opportunity yet hesitating to take the leap. What holds you back? Often, it's a lack of confidence. Confidence isn't an innate trait, but rather a skill that can be cultivated and strengthened over time. It stems from two key components: self-efficacy and self-esteem. Self-efficacy is the belief in your ability to succeed in specific tasks or situations. Self-esteem is the overall sense of worthiness and value that you place upon yourself. Belief in your abilities drives action, allowing you to overcome challenges and achieve your goals. We often see individuals who are highly talented and capable, but lack the confidence to pursue their dreams. This self-doubt can be a major obstacle to success and fulfillment. So how do we begin? Tip 1. Celebrate your accomplishments no matter how small. Acknowledge your progress and give yourself credit for your efforts. Tip 2. Focus on your strengths and talents. Identify the things you do well and find ways to leverage them. Tip 3. Challenge your negative self-talk. Replace self-doubt with positive affirmations and encouraging messages. Close your eyes for 15 seconds. Now visualize yourself confidently, pursuing your goals, overcoming challenges, and achieving success. Feel the power of your belief in yourself. Unshakable confidence. The key to achievement. Believe in yourself. Achieve your dreams. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to realize the transformative power of facing your fears. Overcoming fears is a fundamental way to build unshakable confidence. Each time you confront a challenge and emerge victorious, you prove to yourself that you are capable and resilient. This process not only increases your self-efficacy but also strengthens your self-esteem, leading to a more robust sense of self-worth. We often see individuals who allow their fears to dictate their lives, avoiding new experiences and limiting their potential. This fear-based approach can lead to stagnation and a sense of unfulfillment. To start conquering fears, The first step in this process is to identify a small fear and take steps to overcome it. Start with something manageable, and gradually work your way up to larger challenges. Beyond that, we must also consider preparing yourself mentally and emotionally for the challenge. Visualize success, and remind yourself of your strengths and capabilities. The final piece of this puzzle involves celebrating your progress and rewarding yourself for your courage. Acknowledge your accomplishments, and recognize the growth you have achieved. Now think of a small fear you'd like to overcome. Close your eyes for a moment, and visualize yourself successfully facing that fear with courage and confidence. Feel the sense of accomplishment and empowerment that comes with conquering your limitations. Overcoming fears builds confidence and resilience. Confront your challenges. Celebrate your strength. As we move from the why into the how, consider the power of your inner dialogue. Positive affirmations are a potent tool for boosting self-esteem and building unshakable confidence. By consciously replacing negative thoughts with positive ones, you can reprogram your subconscious mind and cultivate a more empowering belief system. This process helps to shift your focus from your perceived flaws and limitations to your strengths and potential. We often see individuals who are trapped in a cycle of negative self-talk, constantly criticizing themselves and reinforcing feelings of inadequacy. To shift this cycle, the first step in this process is to identify your negative thought patterns. What are the common criticisms you direct towards yourself? Beyond that, we must also consider crafting positive affirmations that counter those negative thoughts. For example, if you tend to think, "I'm not good enough," you could replace it with, "I am capable and worthy of success." The final piece of this puzzle involves using your positive affirmations daily. Repeat them to yourself in the mirror, write them down in a journal, or record them and listen to them throughout the day. Now close your eyes for a moment and repeat these affirmations to yourself. I am strong. I am capable. I am worthy of success. Feel the power of these words resonating within you. Positive affirmations, a pathway to self-belief. Replace negativity. Embrace positivity. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to take practical steps to boost your feeling of self-assurance. Your external presentation can profoundly impact your internal state. The saying, "Look good, feel good," holds a powerful truth. When you take pride in your appearance, it can significantly boost your self-esteem and project an aura of confidence. This doesn't mean conforming to unrealistic beauty standards, but rather dressing and grooming yourself in a way that makes you feel good about yourself. We often see individuals who neglect their appearance, allowing their self-confidence to suffer as a result. Let's look at specific ways to improve your presentation. The first step in this process is to identify clothes that make you feel your best. What colors, styles, and fabrics make you feel confident and comfortable? Beyond that, we must also consider paying attention to grooming and hygiene. Taking care of your hair, skin, and nails can significantly boost your self-esteem. The final piece of this puzzle involves practicing good posture and body language. Standing tall and making eye contact can project confidence and assertiveness. Close your eyes and picture yourself dressed in an outfit that makes you feel confident, strong, and capable. Feel the power of your self-assurance radiating outwards. Hold that feeling for 15 seconds. Your presentation is your power. Look good, feel good, radiate confidence. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. How does the support of others impact our confidence? Seeking encouragement from others reinforces self-belief and provides valuable perspective. We all need a cheering section, a group of people who believe in us even when we doubt ourselves. Their support can help us to overcome challenges, stay motivated, and recognize our own strengths and potential. We often see individuals who isolate themselves, relying solely on their own resources and neglecting the power of social connection. Let's see how to build this cheering section. The first step in this process is to identify supportive people in your life. Who are the individuals who consistently encourage you, offer positive feedback, and believe in your abilities? Beyond that, we must also consider actively building relationships with those people. Invest time and energy in nurturing those connections. The final piece of this puzzle involves seeking encouragement from others when you need it. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Share your challenges and seek advice from your support network. Now close your eyes and picture yourself surrounded by supportive friends and family who believe in you and encourage you to pursue your dreams. Feel the strength and confidence that comes from knowing you are not alone. Hold that feeling for these next 15 seconds. Support builds confidence and resilience. Connect with others. Believe in yourself together. Chapter 7. Master the art of time management. Imagine a day where you effortlessly accomplish your goals, feel productive and energized, and still have plenty of time for rest and relaxation. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? This becomes reality with effective time management. Mastering time management isn't just about squeezing more tasks into your day, it's about prioritizing effectively, reducing stress, and maximizing opportunities. Effective time use reduces stress and maximizes opportunities. Those who fail to manage their time often experience burnout and missed opportunities. We often see individuals who are constantly feeling overwhelmed, juggling multiple responsibilities, and never quite feeling like they are on top of things. To manage time effectively, Tip 1. Track your time to identify time-wasting activities. Where is your time actually going? This can reveal areas where you can make adjustments. Tip 2. Prioritize your tasks based on importance and urgency. Focus on the most critical tasks first. Tip 3. Schedule time for both work and rest. Balance is essential for maintaining productivity and well-being. Now close your eyes and visualize a day where you are in complete control of your time, accomplishing your goals with ease, and feeling energized and fulfilled. Hold that image for 15 seconds. Time management, the key to productivity and well-being. Prioritize effectively, live intentionally. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to master the art of focusing on high-impact tasks. Prioritizing tasks increases efficiency. It's about identifying those activities that will yield the greatest results and focusing your time and energy on those. This approach allows you to make the most of your limited time and achieve your goals more efficiently. We often see individuals who get bogged down in low-value tasks, spending their time on activities that don't contribute significantly to their overall goals. Let's learn to prioritize. The first step in this process is to use the Eisenhower matrix to prioritize tasks. This matrix categorizes tasks based on their urgency and importance. Beyond that, we must also consider focusing on the do first quadrant. These are the tasks that are both urgent and important, and they should be your top priority. The final piece of this puzzle involves delegating or eliminating tasks that are low impact. Free up your time and energy by outsourcing or eliminating activities that don't contribute significantly to your goals. Now think about a list of tasks you have to complete this week. Close your eyes for a moment and categorize each task using the Eisenhower matrix. Visualize yourself focusing on the do first quadrant and completing those high-impact tasks with efficiency and focus. Prioritize tasks, maximize impact, focus your energy. Achieve your goals efficiently. As we move from the why into the how, realize that daily and weekly planning provide essential structure and reduce overwhelm. By taking the time to plan your day or week in advance, you gain clarity on your priorities, allocate your time effectively, and reduce the likelihood of feeling scattered and disorganized. Planning also allows you to proactively address potential obstacles and make adjustments as needed, increasing your overall efficiency. We often see individuals who operate without a plan, reacting to events as they arise, and feeling constantly behind the curve. To embrace planning, the first step in this process is to plan your day the night before. Take a few minutes each evening to review your tasks, prioritize your activities, and schedule them into your calendar. Beyond that, we must also consider conducting a weekly review. At the end of each week, take time to reflect on your accomplishments, identify areas for improvement, and plan for the week ahead. The final piece of this puzzle involves being flexible and adaptable. Life happens, and unexpected events can disrupt your plans. Be prepared to adjust your schedule as needed, and don't get discouraged if things don't go exactly as planned. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself reviewing your plan for the day, feeling organized, focused, and in control. Visualize yourself approaching your tasks with clarity and purpose, knowing exactly what needs to be done and how to accomplish it. Planning provides structure. Flexibility ensures success. Plan ahead. Adapt as needed. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to proactively minimize interruptions. Identifying common distractions is crucial for reclaiming your focus and boosting productivity. Minimizing interruptions improves focus. Constant distractions can disrupt your train of thought, making it difficult to concentrate and complete tasks efficiently. We often see individuals who are constantly bombarded with notifications, emails, and social media alerts, struggling to maintain focus and feeling perpetually distracted. Let's eliminate interruptions. The first step in this process is to turn off notifications when focusing on work. Silence your phone, close your email, and disable social media alerts. Beyond that, we must also consider creating a dedicated workspace free from distractions. Find a quiet area where you can focus without interruption. The final piece of this puzzle involves using time blocking techniques to allocate specific periods of time for focused work. During these blocks, eliminate all distractions and dedicate your full attention to the task at hand. Think of your ideal work environment now. Close your eyes and visualize yourself working in a distraction-free zone, fully focused on the task at hand and making significant progress. Feel the sense of accomplishment and efficiency. Just 15 seconds. Minimize distractions, maximize focus, protect your time, boost your productivity. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. What is the role of breaks in maintaining focus and preventing burnout? Taking regular breaks is not a sign of weakness or laziness, but rather a strategic approach to improving productivity and preserving your well-being. Stepping away from your work allows your mind to rest and recharge, improving your focus, creativity, and overall performance. We often see individuals who push themselves relentlessly, working long hours without breaks, ultimately leading to burnout and decreased effectiveness. So how do we incorporate strategic breaks? The first step in this process is to schedule short breaks throughout the day. Set a timer for every 50 minutes of focused work, then take a 10-minute break to stretch, walk around, or do something relaxing. Beyond that, we must also consider using your breaks to disconnect from work entirely. Avoid checking email or engaging in work-related tasks during your breaks. The final piece of this puzzle involves incorporating active breaks into your day. Instead of sitting at your desk during your breaks, get up and move around. Take a walk, do some stretching exercises, or engage in a physical activity that you enjoy. Imagine yourself taking a refreshing break, stepping away from your work, and allowing your mind to rest and recharge. Feel the tension melting away and the clarity returning. Close your eyes for these 15 seconds and visualize this. Breaks restore focus, prevent burnout, recharge your mind, revitalize your body. Chapter 8. Develop a growth mindset. Think about a time you faced a challenge. Did you see it as an opportunity to learn and grow, or as a threat to your abilities? This difference in perspective highlights the power of mindset. There are fundamentally two mindsets: fixed and growth. A fixed mindset believes that abilities are innate and unchangeable, while a growth mindset embraces challenges and seeks learning, viewing intelligence and talent as qualities that can be developed through dedication and hard work. We often see individuals with a fixed mindset avoiding challenges for fear of failure, whereas those with a growth mindset see setbacks as opportunities for growth. Here's how to embrace a growth mindset. Tip 1. Identify and challenge fixed mindset beliefs. Recognize when you're thinking in limiting ways and reframe those thoughts more positively. Tip 2. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. View difficulties as chances to learn and improve. Tip 3. Value effort and persistence over innate talent. Recognize that hard work and dedication are key to success. Picture yourself embracing challenges, learning from setbacks, and continuously growing and developing your abilities. Close your eyes for 15 seconds and feel the power of your potential. A growth mindset unlocks limitless potential. Embrace challenges. Seek continuous learning. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to learn how to reframe your perspective. Viewing challenges as opportunities is a cornerstone of developing a growth mindset. Difficulties foster resilience and growth, pushing you to learn, adapt, and develop new skills. By embracing challenges, you expand your comfort zone, increase your confidence, and unlock your full potential. We often see individuals who shy away from challenges, preferring to stick to what they know and avoiding any risk of failure. Let's shift this point of view. The first step in this process is to reframe setbacks as learning experiences. Instead of dwelling on your failures, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience and how you can improve in the future. Beyond that, we must also consider seeking out challenges that push you beyond your comfort zone. Actively look for opportunities to learn new things and develop new skills. The final piece of this puzzle involves celebrating your progress, not just your achievements. Acknowledge your efforts and recognize the growth you have achieved, regardless of the outcome. Now close your eyes and imagine yourself facing a difficult challenge with courage and enthusiasm, viewing it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Feel the excitement of pushing yourself beyond your limits and discovering new strengths. Embrace challenges. Foster resilience. Difficulties unlock growth. Setbacks yield wisdom. As we move from the why into the how, consider the role of hard work and dedication. In developing a growth mindset, it's critical to understand that effort is more important than innate talent. Consistent practice and dedication are the keys to achieving mastery in any field. This understanding shifts the focus from inherent abilities to the power of perseverance and hard work. We often see individuals who believe that success is solely determined by talent, neglecting the importance of consistent effort and deliberate practice. Here's how to embrace hard work. The first step in this process is to focus on consistent practice. Set aside time each day or week to work on developing your skills and knowledge. Beyond that, we must also consider embracing the learning process, even when it's challenging. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and learn from them. The final piece of this puzzle involves setting realistic goals and celebrating your progress. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps, and acknowledge your efforts along the way. Now close your eyes for a moment and visualize yourself diligently working towards your goals, embracing the challenges, and celebrating your progress. Feel the satisfaction of knowing that your hard work is paying off. Mastery comes through effort and dedication. Consistent practice unlocks potential. Persistence leads to mastery. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to actively seek constructive feedback. Feedback provides valuable insights for improvement. It helps you identify your blind spots, refine your skills, and accelerate your growth. Learning how to receive and utilize feedback effectively is a hallmark of a growth mindset. We often see individuals who become defensive or dismissive when receiving feedback, missing out on valuable opportunities to learn and improve. Let's embrace feedback. The first step in this process is to ask for feedback from trusted sources. Seek out individuals who are knowledgeable, supportive, and willing to provide honest and constructive criticism. Beyond that, we must also consider listening actively and seeking clarification. When receiving feedback, focus on understanding the other person's perspective and ask clarifying questions if needed. The final piece of this puzzle involves focusing on the message, not the messenger. Try to separate the feedback from your emotional response and focus on what you can learn from it. Close your eyes and picture yourself receiving constructive feedback with openness and curiosity. Feel the desire to learn and improve, and visualize yourself taking action on the feedback to achieve your goals. Remember this feeling for the next 15 seconds. Feedback fuels growth, accelerates learning. Seek insights, embrace improvement. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. How can we maintain motivation and momentum on our growth journey? The answer lies in acknowledging small wins. Progress motivates continued effort. Celebrating your achievements, no matter how small, reinforces positive behaviors and fuels your desire to keep learning and growing. We often see individuals who focus solely on the end goal, neglecting to acknowledge their progress along the way, leading to discouragement and a lack of motivations. Let's find those wins. The first step in this process is to keep a progress journal. Track your achievements, no matter how small, and review them regularly to remind yourself of how far you've come. Beyond that, we must also consider rewarding yourself for achieving milestones. Celebrate your successes with small treats or activities that you enjoy. The final piece of this puzzle involves sharing your accomplishments with others. Sharing your wins with supportive friends and family can boost your morale and reinforce your positive mindset. Now close your eyes and think about a recent accomplishment, no matter how small. Visualize yourself celebrating that win and feeling proud of your progress. Let that positive energy fuel you forward for the next 15 seconds. Acknowledge small wins. Fuel your progress. Celebrate achievements. Maintain motivation. Chapter 9. Practice gratitude daily. Picture waking up each morning with a sense of joy and appreciation for the simple things in life. This state of mind isn't a fleeting feeling, but rather a skill that can be cultivated through the practice of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus to the positive aspects of your life, increasing happiness and well-being. It helps you appreciate what you have, rather than dwelling on what you lack. We often see individuals who are constantly chasing after more, never truly appreciating the good things already present in their lives. This lack of gratitude can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction and unhappiness. To embrace gratitude, tip 1. Keep a gratitude journal. Write down things you are grateful for each day, big or small. Tip 2. Express your appreciation to others. Tell people how much you value them. Tip 3. Savor positive experiences. Take the time to fully appreciate and enjoy the good moments in your life. Take 15 seconds to visualize all the good things in your life. Feel the joy and appreciation in your heart and smile. Gratitude cultivates happiness and well-being. Appreciate the present. Embrace the positive. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to focus on the power of everyday blessings. Learning to appreciate even the simplest things can profoundly enhance your overall happiness and well-being. Gratitude for simple things enhances happiness. It's about shifting your focus from grand achievements to the small joys that often go unnoticed. We often see individuals who overlook the beauty and goodness in their daily lives, constantly striving for more without appreciating what they already have. Let's find gratitude every day. The first step in this process is to consciously notice and appreciate small joys throughout the day. Take a moment to savor a delicious cup of coffee, appreciate a beautiful sunset, or enjoy a heartfelt conversation with a loved one. Beyond that, we must also consider practicing mindful awareness. Pay attention to your senses and fully experience the present moment. The final piece of this puzzle involves expressing gratitude for your health, your relationships, and your opportunities. Acknowledge the blessings in your life and express your appreciation for them. Now, take 15 seconds. 30. Close your eyes and reflect on 3 simple things you are grateful for in this moment. Feel the warmth and joy that gratitude brings to your heart. Appreciate everyday blessings. Enhance your happiness. Seek joy in simplicity. Find gratitude in every moment. As we move from the why into the how, understand the profound power of showing appreciation to your loved ones. Expressing gratitude strengthens relationships, fosters connection, and creates a positive cycle of giving and receiving. It reminds us that we are not alone and that our lives are enriched by the presence of others. We often see individuals who take their loved ones for granted, failing to express their appreciation for the support, love, and companionship they receive. Let's change this habit. The first step in this process is to actively express gratitude to someone you appreciate. Tell them how much you value them and why you are grateful for their presence in your life. Beyond that, we must also consider performing acts of service for your loved ones. Show your appreciation through your actions, offering to help with tasks, running errands, or simply lending a listening ear. The final piece of this puzzle involves giving thoughtful gifts that demonstrate your appreciation. Choose gifts that are meaningful and reflect your understanding of the other person's interests and needs. For the next 15 seconds, visualize someone you love and appreciate. Imagine yourself expressing your gratitude to them and seeing the joy on their face. Feel the warmth and connection that comes from expressing gratitude. Gratitude strengthens relationships and enriches lives. Appreciate loved ones. Express your gratitude daily. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to practice gratitude even during difficult times. Finding something to be grateful for, even amidst hardship, provides perspective, fosters resilience, and helps you maintain a sense of hope. It reminds you that even in the darkest of times, there is still light to be found. We often see individuals who succumb to negativity during challenging periods, failing to recognize any positive aspects of their situation. Here's how to be grateful, even now. The first step in this process is to consciously reflect on things you are grateful for despite the challenges. Focus on what you still have, rather than what you have lost. Beyond that, we must also consider seeking out small moments of joy and beauty amidst the hardship. Look for opportunities to connect with nature, listen to music, or engage in activities that bring you comfort and peace. The final piece of this puzzle involves practicing self-compassion. Be kind and gentle with yourself during difficult times, acknowledging your pain and offering yourself support. Take 15 seconds, close your eyes, and reflect on one thing you are grateful for right now, despite any challenges you may be facing. Allow that feeling of gratitude to fill you with strength and hope. Gratitude illuminates even the darkest times. Find the good embrace the light. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. How do we make gratitude a consistent part of our lives? Consistent gratitude improves overall well-being, enhancing happiness, strengthening relationships, and fostering a more positive outlook. Making gratitude a daily habit is essential for reaping its full benefits. We often see individuals who practice gratitude sporadically, missing out on the cumulative impact of consistent appreciation. Here's how to live with gratitude. The first step in this process is to start and end each day with gratitude. Take a few moments each morning and evening to reflect on things you are grateful for. Beyond that, we must also consider using visual reminders. Place notes or images around your home or workspace that remind you to practice gratitude. The final piece of this puzzle involves making gratitude a conversation starter. Share what you are grateful for with others and encourage them to do the same. Visualize yourself going through your day, noticing and appreciating all the good things in your life, both big and small. Feel the warmth and joy that gratitude brings to your heart. Do this now for the next 15 seconds. Consistency is key. Gratitude improves well-being. Gratitude improves your life. Practice daily. Live gratefully. Chapter 10. Embrace failure as a stepping stone. Think of any successful person you admire. Do you imagine they achieve their success without any setbacks or stumbles? The reality is that everyone experiences failures on the path to success. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a natural part of the learning process. Accepting that failure is inevitable allows you to take risks, learn from your mistakes, and grow stronger. We often see individuals who are paralyzed by the fear of failure, preventing them from pursuing their goals and reaching their full potential. To reframe failure, tip 1. Accept that failure is inevitable. Recognize that everyone experiences setbacks on the path to success. Tip 2. View failures as learning opportunities. Focus on what you can learn from your mistakes and how you can improve in the future. Tip 3. Don't let fear of failure hold you back. Take risks and pursue your goals, even if you're afraid of failing. Close your eyes and imagine yourself facing a setback with courage and resilience. Feel the determination to learn from your mistakes and grow stronger. Hold that image for 15 seconds. Failure is a stepping stone to success. Learn from mistakes. Embrace resilience. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to reframe our perspective on failure. Viewing failure as a learning opportunity is essential for personal and professional growth. Mistakes provide valuable insights for improvement. By analyzing your failures, you can identify what went wrong, learn from your mistakes, and adjust your approach for future endeavors. We often see individuals who dwell on their failures, becoming discouraged and losing confidence, rather than extracting valuable lessons from the experience. Let's see the value in mistakes. The first step in this process is to analyze your failures to extract lessons. Take the time to examine what went wrong, identify the root causes, and determine what you can do differently next time. Beyond that, we must also consider asking yourself, what can I learn from this? Focus on gaining insights and knowledge that will help you grow and improve. The final piece of this puzzle involves documenting your lessons learned. Keep a journal or notebook to record your insights and reflections, allowing you to refer back to them in the future. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself analyzing a past failure with curiosity and objectivity. See yourself identifying the key lessons learned and feeling empowered to move forward with greater knowledge and wisdom. Take 15 seconds to let that feeling sink in. Failure provides valuable learning opportunities. Analyze mistakes, extract key lessons. As we move from the why into the how, consider the power of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and persevere in the face of adversity. Being resilient allows you to recover quicker, learn from your experiences, and maintain a positive outlook. Resilience is not about avoiding failure, it's about how you respond to it. We often see individuals who become discouraged and give up after experiencing setbacks, lacking the resilience to persevere and overcome challenges. To build resilience, the first step in this process is to develop strategies to cope with setbacks. Identify healthy coping mechanisms, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time with loved ones, that help you manage stress and emotions. Beyond that, we must also consider maintaining a positive outlook. Focus on your strengths, celebrate your accomplishments, and cultivate an optimistic attitude. The final piece of this puzzle involves building a strong support system. Surround yourself with supportive friends, family, or mentors who can offer encouragement and guidance during challenging times. Close your eyes and visualize yourself facing a difficult challenge with strength and determination. See yourself overcoming obstacles, learning from setbacks, and emerging stronger and more resilient. Take 15 seconds to let that feeling sink in. Resilience helps you overcome setbacks and achieve your goals. Develop strategies. Maintain a positive outlook. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to actively turn failures into future successes. Building on past mistakes can positively impact future decisions, leading to better outcomes and greater achievements. By transforming failures into a plan for future success, you harness the power of learning and growth. We often see individuals who repeat the same mistakes, failing to learn from their past experiences and hindering their progress. Let's transform our future. The first step in this process is to transform failures into a plan for future success. Use your insights and lessons learned to create a clear roadmap for how to approach similar situations in the future. Beyond that, we must also consider identifying patterns and trends. Look for recurring mistakes or themes in your failures to identify areas where you need to improve your skills or knowledge. The final piece of this puzzle involves celebrating your progress and growth. Acknowledge your efforts and recognize the progress you have made in turning failures into future successes. For the next 15 seconds, close your eyes and imagine yourself using a past failure as a springboard for future success. Visualize yourself applying your lessons learned to achieve a positive outcome and feeling proud of your resilience and growth. Transform failures into future successes. Build on mistakes. Create your plan. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. How do we maintain our commitment to our goals in the face of setbacks? Perseverance is essential for long-term success. It is the unwavering determination to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. We often see individuals who give up on their dreams after experiencing a few setbacks, lacking the persistence to overcome challenges and achieve their goals. To stay the course, the first step in this process is to recommit to your dreams after a setback. Remind yourself of your goals, your values, and your reasons for pursuing them. Beyond that, we must also consider breaking down your goals into smaller, manageable steps. This makes the path ahead feel less daunting and allows you to celebrate small victories along the way. The final piece of this puzzle involves seeking inspiration from others. Read stories of people who have overcome adversity and achieved great things. Close your eyes and visualize yourself achieving your dreams, despite any setbacks you may encounter. Feel the determination, the resilience, and the unwavering commitment to your goals. Hold this image for the next 15 seconds. Perseverance is essential for achieving your goals. Recommit to dreams. Maintain unwavering persistence. Chapter 11. Set clear goals and intentions. Picture yourself embarking on a long journey without a map or destination in mind. How would you know where to go or how to get there? This is how life feels without clear goals and intentions. Having well-defined goals gives you a sense of purpose and direction. Goals guide your actions and provide motivation. They help you stay focused on what's important and make progress towards your desired future. We often see individuals who drift aimlessly through life, lacking a clear sense of purpose and direction, and consequently, struggling to achieve their full potential. To find purpose. Tip 1. Define your long-term vision. Take the time to envision your ideal future and identify what you want to achieve in the long run. Tip 2. Set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART goals. This helps you break down your vision into manageable steps. Tip 3. Write down your goals and review them regularly. This keeps them top of mind and reinforces your commitment to achieving them. Close your eyes and imagine yourself achieving your long-term vision. Feel the sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that comes from achieving your goals. Visualize this for 15 seconds. Clear goals provide purpose and direction. Define your vision. Guide your actions. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to introduce a powerful framework for goal setting. SMART. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Using the SMART framework ensures that your goals are clear, concise, and attainable. It provides a structured approach to goal setting, increasing your chances of success. We often see individuals who set vague or unrealistic goals, leading to frustration and a lack of progress. Here's how to get SMART. The first step in this process is to set SMART goals for a specific area of your life. Choose one area where you want to make progress, such as your career, finances, health, or relationships. Beyond that, we must also consider ensuring that your goals are aligned with your values and priorities. This will make them more meaningful and motivating. The final piece of this puzzle involves regularly reviewing and adjusting your SMART goals as needed. This ensures that they remain relevant and achievable. Now close your eyes for 15 seconds and visualize yourself achieving a SMART goal you have set for yourself. Feel the sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that comes from achieving a well-defined and attainable goal. SMART goals are clear, concise, and attainable. Be specific. Measure progress. Achieve results. As we move from the why into the how, focus on breaking down larger goals. Splitting larger goals makes tasks feel less overwhelming, increasing your motivation, and now it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to harness the power of visualization. Visualizing the future helps provide clarity, fuel motivation, and align your actions with your goals. Seeing a brighter future helps you stay motivated, focused, and committed to your dreams. Visualization is a powerful tool that engages your subconscious mind and reinforces your belief in your ability to achieve your goals. We often see individuals who focus solely on the present, neglecting to envision their desired future, and consequently, struggling to stay motivated and make progress. To leverage your vision, the first step in this process is to create a vision board to visualize your goals. Gather images, quotes, and affirmations that represent your desired future, and display them in a place where you will see them regularly. Beyond that, we must also consider practicing daily visualization exercises. Take a few moments each day to vividly imagine yourself achieving your goals and experiencing the positive emotions associated with them. The final piece of this puzzle involves using affirmations to reinforce your beliefs and intentions. Repeat positive statements that affirm your ability to achieve your goals. For the next 15 seconds, close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself living your ideal life, achieving your goals, and experiencing the happiness and fulfillment you desire. Feel the excitement and joy of realizing your vision. Visualize the future, fuel your motivation, see your success, achieve your dreams. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. How do we ensure that our goals remain relevant and aligned with our evolving priorities? Regularly assessing and refining your goals is crucial for long-term success. Flexibility and adaptability are essential for navigating the ever-changing landscape of life. We often see individuals who rigidly adhere to their initial goals, failing to adapt to new opportunities or changing circumstances, and consequently, limiting their potential. To master your destiny, the first step in this process is to review and adjust your goals periodically. Set aside time each month or quarter to assess your progress, evaluate your priorities, and make any necessary adjustments to your goals. Beyond that, we must also consider seeking feedback from others. Ask trusted friends, family, or mentors for their insights and perspectives on your goals. The final piece of this puzzle involves staying open to new opportunities and possibilities. Be willing to adjust your goals if you discover a new path that aligns more closely with your values and passions. Now, close your eyes for 15 seconds and imagine yourself reviewing your goals with clarity and objectivity. See yourself making adjustments to align with your evolving priorities and feeling empowered to pursue a future that is both fulfilling and meaningful. Regularly assess goals, ensure long-term success, stay flexible, adapt, and thrive. Chapter 12. Build strong relationships. Think about a time when you felt truly supported and connected to others. Perhaps it was during a challenging period in your life. Or maybe it was simply a moment of shared joy and laughter. Those moments highlight the importance of good relationships. Strong relationships can lead to deeper bonds within your network, improving well-being. Positive connections offer support, companionship, and a sense of belonging. We often see individuals who isolate themselves, neglecting their relationships and experiencing loneliness and disconnection. Good relationships are essential for well-being. Here's how to improve relationships. Tip 1. Prioritize nurturing relationships. Make time for the people who matter most to you, and invest in building meaningful connections. Tip 2. Practice active listening. Pay attention to what others are saying, show empathy, and respond thoughtfully. Tip 3. Show appreciation and express gratitude. Let the people in your life know how much you value them and their presence in your life. For the next 15 seconds, close your eyes and visualize yourself connecting with someone you care about. Feel the warmth and joy of that connection and the sense of belonging that it brings. Strong relationships are essential for well-being. Prioritize connections. Nurture your network. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to understand the power of empathy. Showing understanding will create deeper connections. Showing empathy improves communication and strengthens bonds. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It involves putting yourself in their shoes and seeing the world from their perspective. We often see individuals who are quick to judge or dismiss others' feelings, lacking the empathy needed to build strong connections. Here's how to use empathy. The first step in this process is to practice empathy in your interactions. Listen attentively to what others are saying. Try to understand their perspective, and respond with compassion and understanding. Beyond that, we must also consider validating others' feelings. Let them know that their emotions are valid, and that you understand what they are going through. The final piece of this puzzle involves offering support and encouragement. Let others know that you are there for them, and that you believe in their ability to overcome challenges. Take a moment to close your eyes and imagine yourself connecting with someone who is going through a difficult time. Feel the empathy and compassion that you would offer them, and the support that you would provide. Hold that image for 15 seconds. Showing understanding builds deeper connections. Practice empathy. Strengthen your bonds. As we move from the why into the how, consider the power of effective communication. Effectively showing your wants and needs will improve your relationships. Honesty and openness build trust, foster understanding, and create a safe space for authentic connection. We often see individuals who struggle to express their needs or desires, leading to frustration, resentment, and strained relationships. Here's how to better communicate. The first step in this process is to clearly communicate your needs and desires. Express yourself honestly and respectfully, using I statements to avoid blame or defensiveness. Beyond that, we must also consider practicing active listening with loved ones. Give them your full attention, ask clarifying questions, and show that you are genuinely interested in what they have to say. The final piece of this puzzle involves being willing to compromise and find solutions that work for both of you. Relationships require give and take, so be open to finding mutually agreeable solutions. Take 15 seconds to visualize yourself having an open and honest conversation with someone you care about. See yourself expressing your needs clearly and listening attentively to their perspective. Feel the sense of connection and understanding that results from effective communications. Communicate effectively. Improve your relationships. Honesty builds trust. Openness strengthens bonds. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to implement healthy boundaries. Emphasizing the importance of setting boundaries, creating mutually respectful friendships. Having boundaries allows for mutual respect. Boundaries are essential for protecting your time, energy, and emotional well-being. They define what you are comfortable with and what you are not, preventing others from taking advantage of you or disrespecting your needs. We often see individuals who struggle to set boundaries, leading to burnout, resentment, and strained relationships. Here's how to set them. The first step in this process is to identify and communicate your boundaries. Take the time to reflect on your values, priorities, and limits, and then clearly communicate them to the people in your life. Beyond that, we must also consider being assertive in enforcing your boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no when necessary, and stand up for your needs and values. The final piece of this puzzle involves being consistent in upholding your boundaries. This sends a clear message to others that you respect yourself and that you expect them to respect you as well. Take 15 seconds to close your eyes and visualize yourself confidently and respectfully communicating your boundaries to someone. Feel the sense of empowerment and self-respect that comes from standing up for your needs. Setting boundaries allows for mutually respectful friendships. Identify your limits. Communicate clearly. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. How do we move forward after conflict or hurt in our relationships? Forgiveness is essential in any friendship or relationship. Letting go of resentment fosters healing, strengthens bonds, and allows you to move forward with a positive and open heart. We often see individuals who hold on to grudges, allowing resentment to fester and ultimately damaging their relationships. To move beyond disagreement, the first step in this process is to practice forgiveness in your relationships. Choose to let go of resentment and anger, focusing on understanding and compassion. Beyond that, we must also consider communicating your feelings to the other person. Express your hurt and disappointment in a respectful and constructive way, focusing on finding a resolution. The final piece of this puzzle involves focusing on the positive aspects of the relationship and rebuilding trust. Recommit to building a stronger and more resilient connection. Close your eyes and visualize yourself forgiving someone who has hurt you. Feel the release of resentment and the sense of peace that comes from letting go. Hold that image for 15 seconds. Forgiveness fosters healing and strengthens relationships. Let go of resentment. Practice compassion. Chapter 13. Take consistent action. Imagine you have a brilliant idea that could change the world. You spend hours planning and perfecting it in your mind, but you never actually take the first step to bring it to life. That idea remains just that, an idea. Taking action, even if imperfect, is essential for turning ideas into reality. Action fuels momentum, builds confidence, and ultimately leads to progress. We often see individuals who get stuck in analysis paralysis, overthinking and overplanning, without ever taking meaningful action. They don't realize that taking action turns ideas into reality. Here's how to take that first step. Tip 1. Identify one small action you can take today. Start with something simple and achievable that will move you closer to your goals. Tip 2. Commit to taking consistent action every day. Even small steps, when taken consistently, can lead to significant results over time. Tip 3. Don't wait for perfection. Embrace the learning process and be willing to adjust your approach as you go. Take 15 seconds to close your eyes and visualize yourself taking that first small action towards your goals. Feel the sense of accomplishment and momentum that comes from taking action. Taking action turns ideas into reality. Start today. Build momentum daily. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to address procrastination. Overcoming bad habits such as procrastination is essential for maximizing your productivity and achieving your goals. Eliminating procrastination creates more time and efficiency, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. We often see individuals who consistently procrastinate, leading to missed deadlines, increased stress, and a lack of progress. Here's how to overcome this issue. The first step in this process is to break down tasks to reduce procrastination. Divide larger projects into smaller, more manageable steps, making them less daunting and easier to start. Beyond that, we must also consider setting realistic deadlines and holding yourself accountable. Create a schedule and stick to it, rewarding yourself for completing tasks on time. The final piece of this puzzle involves identifying and eliminating distractions. Create a quiet and focused workspace, free from interruptions and temptations. Now close your eyes for 15 seconds and visualize yourself overcoming procrastination and completing a task efficiently and effectively. Feel the sense of accomplishment and relief that comes from taking control of your time and achieving your goals. Overcome bad habits. Eliminate procrastination. Break down tasks. Create efficiency. As we move from the why into the how, remember that one positive action can influence the future. Taking action generates energy and motivation, creating a positive ripple effect that propels you forward. Even a small step can create momentum and inspire further action. We often see individuals who feel overwhelmed by their goals and fail to take any action, missing out on the transformative power of momentum. To get energized, remember this. The first step in this process is to start with a small, easy task. Choose something that you can accomplish quickly and easily, building your confidence and momentum. Beyond that, we must also consider focusing on the process rather than the outcome. Enjoy the act of taking action and trust that the results will follow. The final piece of this puzzle involves celebrating your progress and acknowledging your accomplishments, no matter how small. This reinforces positive behavior and motivates you to keep moving forward. Now close your eyes for 15 seconds and visualize yourself completing a small, easy task and feeling the surge of energy and motivation that it generates. See yourself using that momentum to tackle bigger challenges and achieve your goals. One positive action influences the future. Start small. Generate energy. Build momentum. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to implement a system for consistency. Consistency helps to keep you motivated and creates a sense of momentum. Regular action yields compounding results over time, leading to significant progress towards your goals. We often see individuals who start strong but quickly lose momentum, failing to maintain the consistency needed to achieve lasting results. To stay consistent, the first step in this process is to commit to daily action towards your goals. Schedule time each day to work on your most important tasks, making it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Beyond that, we must also consider tracking your progress and measuring your results. This helps you stay motivated and identify areas where you need to improve. The final piece of this puzzle involves finding an accountability partner, or joining a supportive community. This provides encouragement, support, and accountability to help you stay on track. For the next 15 seconds, close your eyes and visualize yourself taking consistent action towards your goals each day, feeling the sense of progress and momentum that it creates. See yourself achieving significant results over time through your unwavering commitment. Consistency helps to keep you motivated. Commit to daily action. Achieve compounding results. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. How do we stay motivated and engaged in the long term? Appreciating small wins along the way is crucial for maintaining motivation and momentum. Acknowledging accomplishments reinforces positive habits and creates a sense of progress, encouraging you to keep moving forward. We often see individuals who focus solely on the big picture, neglecting to celebrate their small wins, and consequently, losing motivation and feeling discouraged. To remain grateful and celebrate wins, the first step in this process is to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Acknowledge your progress and reward yourself for reaching milestones, reinforcing positive behavior. Beyond that, we must also consider tracking your accomplishments and reflecting on your progress. This helps you appreciate how far you've come and stay motivated to continue moving forward. The final piece of this puzzle involves sharing your successes with others and seeking validation from those who support you. This provides encouragement and reinforces your belief in your ability to achieve your goals. Visualize yourself taking a moment to appreciate a small win and feeling the surge of pride and satisfaction that it brings. See yourself using that positive energy to fuel your continued progress. Hold that thought for the next 15 seconds. Celebrate small wins. Reinforce positive habits. Acknowledge accomplishments. Stay motivated. Chapter 14. Conclusion. Imagine climbing a mountain. Reaching the summit is a great accomplishment, but it's not the end of the journey. There's still the descent, and beyond that, new mountains to climb, new vistas to explore. The journey of continuous growth and development is never truly over. These lessons are a starting point, not an end. The path to success is paved with continuous learning, adaptation, and growth. We often see individuals who become complacent, believing they have reached their full potential, and consequently, stagnating and missing out on new opportunities. To finish this journey, the first step in this process is to commit to lifelong learning and personal growth. Make it a daily habit to seek out new knowledge, skills, and experiences. Beyond that, we must also consider embracing challenges and viewing setbacks as opportunities for growth. Learn from your mistakes and use them as stepping stones to success. The final piece of this puzzle involves sharing your knowledge and experiences with others, contributing to their growth, and making a positive impact on the world. Now close your eyes for 15 seconds and visualize yourself continuing on your journey of continuous growth and development, embracing new challenges and opportunities with enthusiasm and a commitment to lifelong learning. The lessons learned are a starting point, not an end. Commit to growth. Continue to evolve. Building on what we just uncovered, it is time to discuss integration. It's one thing to understand these principles, but quite another to apply them consistently in your daily life. Consistent effort yields compounding results, creating a powerful upward spiral of success and fulfillment. We often see individuals who grasp the concepts, but fail to translate them into consistent action, missing out on the transformative power of cumulative effort. To implement these lessons fully, the first step in this process is to review the key principles outlined in this book. Take the time to refresh your understanding of each concept and its practical application. Beyond that, we must also consider creating an action plan. Identify specific steps you can take to implement these principles in your daily life, setting realistic goals and timelines. The final piece of this puzzle involves tracking your progress and celebrating your achievements along the way. This helps you stay motivated and reinforces positive habits. Now take 15 seconds to visualize yourself consistently applying these lessons in your daily life, experiencing the cumulative impact of your efforts, and achieving remarkable results over time. See yourself thriving and reaching your full potential. Consistent effort compounds into remarkable results. Review the principles. Implement daily. As we move from the why into the how, realize that personal growth is an ongoing process, a lifelong journey of self-discovery and improvement. Continuing to seek knowledge, refine skills, and expand your horizons is crucial for realizing your full potential and living a fulfilling life. We often see individuals who plateaued, becoming complacent, and missing out on the transformative power of continuous growth. Here are the next steps to take. The first step in this process is to embrace the journey of self-discovery. Be open to new experiences, perspectives, and challenges that will expand your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Beyond that, we must also consider seeking out mentors, coaches, and role models who can guide and inspire you on your path. Learn from their experiences and wisdom. The final piece of this puzzle involves celebrating your progress and acknowledging your achievements along the way, reinforcing your commitment to continuous growth. Take a moment to close your eyes and visualize yourself embracing the journey of self-discovery, continuously seeking knowledge and improvement, and evolving into the best version of yourself. Hold that image for 15 seconds. Personal growth is an ongoing process. Embrace the journey. Continue to improve. Now, it's one thing to respect the theory, but it's quite another to truly believe in yourself. It's time to believe in your ability to achieve your dreams and strive for greatness. These lessons you've learned have the transformative power to unlock your potential and create a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. We often see individuals who doubt themselves, limiting their potential and settling for less than they deserve. How do you unlock your belief in potential? The first step in this process is to cultivate a positive mindset and believe in your ability to succeed. Challenge negative thoughts and replace them with positive affirmations. Beyond that, we must also consider setting ambitious goals that stretch your abilities and push you outside of your comfort zone. Strive for greatness in all that you do. The final piece of this puzzle involves surrounding yourself with supportive and encouraging people who believe in you and your vision. Now take a moment to close your eyes and visualize yourself achieving your dreams and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Feel the sense of joy, pride, and satisfaction that comes from realizing your full potential. Hold that image for 15 seconds. Believe in your potential and strive for greatness. Transform your life. Unlock your dreams. That brings us to a pivotal question most people overlook. What's next? Before we conclude, I want to express my sincere gratitude to you for investing in yourself and taking the time to listen to this audiobook. Your commitment to personal growth is commendable, and I am confident that these lessons will empower you to achieve remarkable things. Now consider that your journey of learning and growth doesn't end here. To support continued development, the first step in this process is to explore other books and courses that delve deeper into specific topics of interest. There are countless resources available to expand your knowledge and skills. Beyond that, we must also consider seeking out mentors, coaches, and communities that can provide ongoing support and guidance. The final piece of this puzzle involves sharing your knowledge and experiences with others, contributing to their growth, and making a positive impact on the world. For the next 15 seconds, close your eyes and visualize yourself continuing to learn, grow, and share your knowledge with others, creating a ripple effect of positive change in the world. Continue learning, share your knowledge, impact the world, invest in yourself, achieve greatness.